And I wanted to do an update on TenX Pay. Here's the US dollar version. This shows one of those rare events where a cup and handle actually got invalidated. Something that I don't usually see at all. So the way this works, let me take you through it. We had 5 waves, and after that, there was a correction. And that correction was initially thought of as ABC. And that this ABC was being continued to eat more time, to have that hurry up and wait scenario. And I had drawn what was looking to be a very nice cup and handle. At that time, I believe it was down to here. And what happened? Price declined even further, and what do you know? It declined below the lowest part of the cup and handle, and therefore it invalidated the cup and handle pattern. That is something that you don't see very often at all, especially for a cup and handle. In fact, this is the first one I've seen in ages. Even in equities, I wouldn't see the invalidation to be very common in any way whatsoever. And here we have in cryptos what is very unlikely happening. Now, does that mean you just pack your bags and go home? To the cynics, yeah, absolutely. They'll just say, yeah, wrong again. Technical analysis doesn't work. And what they're observing are the imperfections of technical analysis because it is not based on a certainty principle. There will be invalidations. And based on experience, count, and pattern, you identify the best course from a probabilistic point of view. Does this mean that this is going to go to 0 and it'll disappear? Not at all. The destination will remain the same. Just now, the path will change. So this is an ABC. There's another ABC here. That means we have a higher degree of trend, ABC correction going on. So these ABCs are subwaves of a higher degree ABC, or A rather. These ABCs are subwaves to a higher degree B, and then we have C on a lower low, slightly lower low. And if this is a C wave, there has to be 5 subwaves. And those 5 subwaves can be counted. But before that, let's count these subwaves of this and the B. From B to C, you also have ABC. And then from blue B to the blue C, which is this final C wave, 5 waves should be able to be identifiable. 1, 2, 3, 4, no overlapping between 4 and 1, and 5. If this is correct, the bottom could be in. And this bottom was slightly lower than this. So while originally this could have been a cupping handle, it decided to take a more broader stroked A, B, and C. From a degree perspective, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 becomes wave 1. And this whole ABC, very long correction, becomes higher degree wave 2. So if this is 1, A, B, C, 2, and who knows, it may even stretch out even longer and go sideways. Instead of an ABC, we'll be doing a W, X, Y, X, Z. I don't know. No one knows exactly what that pathway will be. If you did, you would have the crystal ball, and no one has it, not on this planet. I also see a bit of a breakout on a wedge pattern here too, just like it was here. Pretty much very similar in fractal. This means that this fractal, if it followed it in any way whatsoever, could rise, have a correction, and elongate as well. And go sideways. Do why? Why would it do that? Go all the way to April and May, my goodness. For 2-3 months, that's what it did here. It could be the way it eats time to extend this correction even further. But I think if you compare the time it took to put in 5 waves to the time it's taken now for the correction, enough time has been elapsed. So that from a hurry up and a wait perspective, the ratio of the time taken for the correction is approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 times as long as it took for the impulse waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's what's exciting. If the correction is done and we are now doing another second round of impulse, they're not going to waste any time. This is going to go near vertical again. And when it does, be ready to take some profits. Don't look at the gift horse in the mouth. If we do another uptrend of impulse, just like here, and price goes vertical one more time, don't just stare at it. You don't need someone to come in and say, take some profits. Sometimes the vertical could be, the breakout will be retraced. And in this case, if this is wave 1, it can be retraced back to the line, almost back to the line. Wave 2 usually retraces 50% of 1. And from here, I'm sure we'll get another retrace, unless this just goes crazy and goes vertical. And that's on the probable side as well, for the price to be able to do that exactly, as we've seen in the past. Whenever it starts impulsing upwards, it ain't gonna waste any time. And if you miss it, trying to chase something like this will be very dangerous. You'll be chasing it, and you catch it up here, and kaboom, down it goes on a very large retraced correction. All right, so I had not done a Pay 10X update for a while. Glad I was able to do a catch up. I hope this has been informative and helpful to help augment your own due diligence. Thank you and have a great weekend.